The sun had barely risen when Ayla felt the mountain calling. It came as a tremor beneath her feet, soft, rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat. For most travelers, it would seem like an ordinary rumble from Mount Kalara, an ancient volcano seated at the edge of the Ashen Highlands. But to Ayla, now bonded with the miniature dragons of the world, the vibration carried a message, a warning, a plea, a spark of something ancient awakening beneath the molten stone. She tightened the straps of her pack, stroked the tiny crystal flare dragon riding on her shoulder, and whispered, "Another one is waking, I can feel it." The little dragon hummed, vibrating in agreement, its crystal wings glimmering like sunlit sand. Ayla wasn't the same girl who once stumbled upon a single miniature dragon hidden beneath fallen leaves. She was now the keeper of scales, bearer of a destiny she was still learning to understand. Her mission was to find and protect the 8 elemental dragon tribes scattered across the world. She had already discovered the crystal dragons of the Amazon, the gold sand dragons, and the Arctic halo dragons. But this one felt different. Hotter, harsher, lonelier, the volcano breathes again. As Ayla climbed higher, the air grew hotter. The stones beneath her boots shimmered like they had trapped the sun inside. Fumaroles hissed plumes of steam, and patches of obsidian glittered like frozen lightning. The dragon on her shoulder tensed. A second tremor, then a third. The mountain wasn't just waking, it was speaking. Ayla placed her palm to the smoldering earth. A sudden shock ran through her arm, not painful but fierce, like touching liquid fire, but in the shape of a heartbeat. Then she heard it, a crack, a hiss, a single sharp chirp. She gasped. A fissure opened in the volcanic rock just a few feet away, glowing with a fierce pulsing light. From deep inside, something clawed upward, scattering sparks in every direction. A silhouette rose from the fissure, tiny but powerful, shimmering like liquid flame encased in glass. The creature crawled onto a ledge of cooled lava and unfurled its wings made of translucent amber, veins glowing with molten light. Ayla whispered, breathless, "An ember glass dragon." This species existed only in Legends dragons born from magma shaped by pressure, flame, and fire-refined minerals. They were said to flicker like candlelight and cut through darkness like shards of dawn. The dragon stared at her. Not afraid, not confused, expectant. The dragon with a shattered heart. The emberglass dragon chirped once, then pressed its tiny body to the ground. Light flickered beneath its chest, rhythmic and weak. Ayla leaned closer. Its core glass heart was cracked. Not shattered, but fractured enough that the dragon's inner flame flickered uncertainly. "Oh no," Ayla whispered. "You're hurt." The dragon let out a soft, broken chime. Suddenly, the mountain trembled harder, a deep roar rumbling through the stone. The crystal flare dragon on her shoulder hissed, wings flaring with sharp light. The volcano wasn't angry, it was afraid. Something else was moving beneath the magma, something large, something ancient. And the little emberglass dragon wasn't the cause of the disturbance. It was the target. Ayla lifted the fragile creature gently. Its heat radiated through her gloves, not burning her but warming her with a strange sense of purpose. "You're coming with me," she whispered. The dragon's wings fluttered with sparks of gratitude. The shadow and the fire. A thunderous crack split the summit as a molten wave erupted upward. Not lava, not exactly, but a shape, dark and smoldering, formed from volcanic glass and ash. Of forces she hadn't met before, a creature twisted by heat and shadow. The obsidian wraith, a monster born from the same mountain, but corrupted, containing no soul flame, only hunger. The crystal flare dragon screeched, its crystalline body blazing with warning light. The emberglass dragon on Ayla's arm whimpered, its fractured heart pulsing irregularly. The wraith lunged. Ayla dove behind a rock as molten shards erupted. The wraith's claws scraped stone, leaving trails of dark fire. She clutched the fragile dragon close. She had no weapon, no shield, no magic, just courage. And courage she hoped was enough. Igniting the heart. The emberglass dragon chirped desperately, its wings breaking into glowing fragments of light. Ayla realized it was trying to communicate with the crystal flare dragon. Its inner flame flickered. It tapped its tiny glass claws to Ayla's palm. Heat, pressure, bond, ignite. Ayla gasped. I can help you, can't I? The dragon pressed its cracked heart against her hand. Heat surged through her arm, not burning, but empowering. She felt an elemental pulse syncing with her heartbeat. The crystal flare dragon hummed, guiding the process. Ayla closed her eyes. In that moment she understood. The ember glass dragons did not breathe fire. They became fire. Their power wasn't destruction, it was rebirth, molten renewal, volcanic courage. A spark passed between them. The fracture on its chest glowed, sealed, mended. The dragon unleashed a brilliant flash. The mountain's new guardian. With its heart whole again, the emberglass dragon expanded its wings, creating a protective dome of molten light over Ayla. The obsidian wraith struck, but the dome deflected every blow, cracking the monster's obsidian shell. The emberglass dragon rose, glowing brighter and brighter. Then, with a single chiming roar, it released a pulse of pure heat light, shattering the wraith into harmless shards of cooling volcanic glass. The mountain sighed, tremors slowing, heartbeat quieting. Balance restored. The emberglass dragon flew to Ayla's shoulder and curled up proudly. You saved us, she whispered. And now, you're part of the journey. She lifted the little dragon, which flickered with warm amber light. 6 tribes found, 2 still hidden, and darkness still rising. Ayla tightened her pack and began the descent. The world of miniature dragons was bigger and more dangerous than she'd ever imagined. But she wasn't afraid. She had fire at her side.